You're watching KSG State Series. In this video, we are going to talk about the Indian state Bihar. Facts collected are based on the questions asked in competitive examinations. We begin with a brief introduction of the state. Bihar derives its name from Buddhist viharas, since many viharas were built here. The capital city of Bihar is Patna. It was once called Patliputra. Patna is among the world's oldest capital cities with unbroken history of many centuries as imperial metropolis. A very fertile arched stretch of land along the bank of the river Ganga. Boundary of Bihar touches with Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand and West Bengal. It shares its international boundary with Nepal. Bihar is made up of three main distinct regions: Magadh, Mithila and Bhojpur. The state bird of Bihar is the house sparrow. The state tree is peepal. Talking about the geographical features of the state, first of all, we tell you about the climate. It extends from 22° to 27° north latitude. Hence, its location is tropical to subtropical. The Himalayan mountains in the north have a significant bearing on the distribution of monsoon rainfall in Bihar. About the soil in Bihar, well, there are three major types of soil in the state. Piedmont swamp soil. It is found in northwestern part of West Champaran district. Terai soil. It is found in northern part of the state along the border of Nepal. The plain of Bihar is covered by Gangetic alluvium, both new as well as old. And now let us tell you about the rivers in the state. Bagmati. This is a trans-border river through Nepal. Gandak. A gorge known as Kali Gandaki, formed between the mountains Dhaulagiri and Annapurna, is the deepest gorge of the world. Valmiki Nagar National Park and the Tiger Reserve is located at the bank of this river. Ghagra. It originates in Tibet near Manas Sarovar. Phalgu River. In the ancient text, this river is mentioned as Niranjana River. The water flows below the ground level and only the stretch of sandy surface is visible from the top of the riverbed. Thus, there are a lot of mythical tales regarding the river. Kosi River is very important to note down. Kosi River is known as the sorrow of Bihar. And Son River is the southern tributary of Ganga. Indrapuri Barrage on Son, located in Dehri, is one of the longest dams of India that supplies to a large section with irrigation water. About the lakes in the state. Kanwar Lake. It was once a heaven for migratory birds. The Kanwar Lake in Bihar is Asia's largest freshwater oxbow lake. Today, it is a dying wetland ecosystem. The Muchalinda Lake is located in Bodh Gaya. And now let us tell you about the wildlife in the state. There are several wildlife sanctuaries in Bihar. Valmiki National Park and Tiger Reserve. It is located in West Champaran. Kaimur, Bhimband, Gautam Buddha. It is located in Gaya district of Bihar state and Kodarma district of Jharkhand. Rajgir, Kanwar Bird Sanctuary, Vikramshila Gangetic Dolphin and Udayapur Sanctuary in West Champaran. Shifting focus to the economy of Bihar. We begin with agriculture. First is maize production. 10% of country's production of maize comes from Bihar. Sugarcane, lychee, makhana, Makhana is an aquatic organic crop rich in protein and low in fat content. Mango. 13% of all India production of mango comes from Bihar. Honey. 13% of all India level is also from Bihar. And now let us tell you about the culture of Bihar. We first tell you about the World Heritage Site, and these are very important to note down. First is the Mahabodhi Temple Complex at Bodh Gaya. The most holy site for any Buddhist devotee is the Bodhi tree, which stands in the middle of the Mahabodhi Temple Complex. About 2600 years ago, Gautam Siddhartha is supposed to have realized the enlightenment at this very place under a peepal tree known as the Mahabodhi tree. The original Mahabodhi temple is believed to have been built by the Emperor Ashoka after about 250 years of Buddha's Mahaparinirvan, that is demise. The present temple had been first restored in 1883 by Sir Alexander Cunningham along with J.D. Begla and Dr. Rajendra Lal Mitra to restore Bodh Gaya to its former glory. The second is Nalanda Mahavihara, or the Nalanda University at Nalanda. It comprises the archaeological remains of a monastic and scholastic institution dating from the 3rd century BC to the 13th century CE. It includes stupas, shrines, vihars, both residential and educational buildings, and important artworks in stucco, stone, and metal. Nalanda stands out as the most ancient university of the Indian subcontinent. It engaged in the organized transmission of knowledge over an uninterrupted period of 800 years. The historical development of the site testifies to the development of Buddhism into a religion and the flourishing of monastic and educational traditions. Moving on to tourist or the religious places, Gaya is a very important location in the state. An 80-inch Buddha statue is located in Gaya. The Thai monastery in Gaya, Dungeshwari temple in Gaya, Sujata Garh in Gaya, Kawa Dol in Gaya, Vishwa Shanti Stoop in Nalanda, Gridhkuta hilltop in Nalanda, ruins of Vikramshila University in Bhagalpur, Buddha Smriti Park in Patna, Kesaria Stoop in East Champaran, Hot Spring Kund in Nalanda, Hazrat Bibi Kamal Ka Maqbara in Jahanabad, and very important, Barabar Caves and Nagarjuni Caves. They have Ashokan inscription, the oldest surviving rock-cut caves of India. They were made for the use of Ajivika sect. Talking about the popular dance forms in the state, Jhijian dance, Jat Jatin dance. It is the most popular folk dance of North Bihar, especially in Mithila and Koshi region. Kajari dance. Kajari is a song of rainy season. Sohar Khilona dance. And very important is the Jhumeri dance. It is similar to Garba of Gujarat. Important tribes of Bihar: Agadia, Baiga, Bedia, Gond, Gorait, Khond, Kora, Munda, Savar, Kavar, Kol, and Tharu. There are many festivals celebrated in the state. Chhat Puja is the most popular and important festival in the state. Chhat is celebrated twice a year, once in Chaitra according to the Hindu calendar. It falls in March, and in Kartik, which falls in November. The setting sun is worshipped during the Chhat Puja. Sama is celebrated in Chakeva. Bihula is a prominent festival of eastern Bihar, especially famous in Bhagalpur district. Madhushavani is another important festival. The East Central Railway headquarters is located in Hajipur. Languages spoken in Bihar are Bhojpuri, Magadhi, Maithili, Angika, and Vazika. A very important art form to know about is the Madhubani or Mithila painting. It is practiced in the Mithila region of India and Nepal. Painting is done with fingers, twigs, brushes, nib pens, and matchsticks using natural dyes and pigments. It is characterized by eye-catching geometrical patterns. There is ritual content for particular occasions such as birth or marriage, and festivals such as Holi, Surya Shashti, Kali Puja, Upanayan, and Durga Puja. This art form is practiced by women. The painting was traditionally done on freshly plastered mud walls and floors of huts, but now they are also done on cloth, handmade paper, and canvas. Another important art form is the Manjusha art. It is a line art based art form. Line color is green. Manjusha art have restriction to use 3 colors: pink, green, and yellow. It is based on folklore of Bihula Bishari. In Manjusha art, majorly object and painting area is filled with colors. Sujani embroidery is also important to know about. It is a form of embroidery originating from the Bhusura village of Bihar in India. In ancient times, it was considered as a form of quilting wherein old saris and dhotis were used as the creative canvas. The cloth was folded twice or thrice and then simple stitches were done on these used cloths to add newness to them. It has also got a GI tag. Important institutions located in the state are National Research Center on Lychee in Muzaffarpur and Officers Training Academy in Gaya. And finally, let us tell you about some important and interesting facts about the state. Hajipur in Bihar is famous for banana. The worshipping of the serpent goddess Mansa is celebrated as Bihula in Bihar. The state accounts for 70% of area and 80% of production of lychee in the country. The Ganges River dolphin or susu are found in Ganga. Very important to note, the bridge over the river Ganga named Mahatma Gandhi Setu is 5,575 meter long, connecting Patna in the south to Hajipur in the north of Bihar, and it is the longest river bridge in India. Another important point is the construction of India's longest road-cum-rail bridge. It is underway on the banks of the river Ganga and it will connect Patna to Pahleja Ghat. It is the most densely populated state of the country, overtaking West Bengal in 2011 census. Another very important point to note. Also, Bihar has the lowest literacy rate at just 63.82%. Another very important point to note is the Sikhs' very revered pilgrimage, Harmandir Takht Sahib, the birthplace of the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, is an enchanting shrine at the heart of the capital city, Patna. That's it in this edition of KSG State Series. Stay tuned for more such videos on several states of India.